The honourable member for Murchison.
Thank you, Mr. President. This year's annual Wynyard Tulip Festival was held on Saturday the 12th of October and attracted a crowd of over 22,000 people, with visitors coming from all across Tasmania, interstate and overseas, to experience this iconic event. I congratulate the Waratah Wynyard Council and the fantastic team led by Chantel French and a large number of volunteers who made these events the success they are. The festival is held in Guttridge Gardens, a beautiful location that provides a picturesque backdrop for what is always a colourful and exciting day, and this year's festival was no exception. There was many local food producers and other options to choose from, as well as activities to appeal to all ages. Gemma Giraffe, sand sculpture, fairy tales and pirate sails, Snake Man, colour run and a gopher race were just some of the many attractions that entertained the crowds. Mr. President, 2 helicopters gave patrons a bird's eye view of Wynyard and Boat Harbour from the air for most of the day, on what was an ideal day for a flight, showing off the vibrant fields of tulips, irises and other crops in and around Table Cape. Over 119 stalls showcased a variety of local craft, food and beverage, community and corporate and entertainment experiences. If music was your thing, there were 7 live acts on the main stage who entertained the crowd all day, with thousands of people staying on to enjoy the atmosphere right up till 9 p.m, with the closing spectacular fireworks over the Inglis River. The economic benefit to the town was over $1 million and a very welcome and busy weekend for all retailers. Accommodation was booked out over the weekend and the Main Street businesses all reported greater takings for the day. The Shop and Win and Kids Find and Seek proved very popular. Chantel French and her team worked hard to attract significant sponsorship and secured 1 platinum, 6 gold, 3 silver, 12 bronze, 4 event and 4 Friends of the Festival sponsors and 11 prize donations, which contributed almost $29,000 in cash prizes and in-kind support. Mr. President, volunteers once again provide invaluable assistance, and I sincerely thank them all for their contribution to our community. Mr. President, 35 volunteers contributed 205 hours of their time to help make the festival run smoothly, and that's just on the day. Another venue that had a busy day on Tulip Festival was the Wonders of Wynyard exhibition and Visitor Information Centre. Mr. President, this amazing visitor experience recently took out the Visitor Information Services Award in the 2019 Tasmanian Tourism Awards. This is the 4th year in a row the centre has been recognised as the best in visitor servicing. This is an outstanding result for a visitor centre in a small regional town. If you haven't been there, you do need to visit it. It really is an amazing place. Again, I acknowledge and thank all the volunteers as well as the paid staff that make this centre the success it is. I know I always recommend it to visitors when they come and visit, and they're never disappointed. Mr. President, the Wonders of Wynyard will now represent Tasmania at the Australian Tourism Awards in Canberra in March 2020, proudly flying the flag for regional tourism in this state. Some of the comments from the judges included very experienced operator / service provider, totally customer and community focused, to deliver at the highest standard. What a recommendation for the people who work there and volunteer there. Well done on a well-written and professional submission. When you win 4 years in a row, I suppose you get a bit of practice. The Australian Tourism Awards program is designed to be a valuable planning and development tool that has no doubt enabled WOW to review your service and you can continually provide to your visitors. There was a real sense of pride in your submission, pride in what you do on a daily basis with your team, pride in your town and pride in the greater North West region. So, Mr. President, I'll also briefly mention another North West organisation that we're representing Tasmania at the Australian Tourism Awards in March, in this time in the festivals and event category. This is the edgy and fabulous festival held by Enley on the West Coast in Queenstown, and this is the Unconformity. I do declare my interest as a board member, but I wish to acknowledge the amazing creative genius of our Artistic Director Travis Tiddy, and passion and dedication of our chair and also local Queenstown lad, Rick Snell, and my fellow board members and the broader community who've embraced and supported this festival. The The next festival is scheduled for 2020, and I encourage you to book early as accommodation will sell out almost immediately. The tickets and program come online. Mr President, I wish all the Tasmanian finalists all the very best and hope to see the wonders of Wynyard and Unconformity bringing home national awards. Mr President, I note these events or experiences would not survive without so many dedicated volunteers, and I wish to again acknowledge and thank all our valued volunteers and all those who work so hard to put our state on the national map and make our local communities wonderful places to live and recreate. And Mr President, to get 22,000 visitors to Wynyard on one day for one festival is a huge achievement and had a really big impact for the day, and it was a fabulous day.
Huge achievement anywhere, I think.
Yeah, and it spread right along, all the way through Guthridge Gardens, right down to the wharf and up onto the main road, which is blocked off, and then Main Street's blocked off for the Gopher race, which is always a highlight. But Mr President, I do congratulate Chantel French and her team. An amazing job again.
Honourable members.